Hey there guys, today's video is a continuation of the Developing Enrichment series, where I showcase different forms of enrichment for a variety of different animals, and then show how to build the complexity of those enrichment offerings to promote the physical and mental stimulation for your animals that those enrichment offerings can provide. In today's video, I have two male dromedary camels that we are going to be increasing the difficulty of one of their puzzle feeders. So if that's something you guys want to see, you want to make sure to stick around because that's going to be coming up right after this. Guys, this is Jack over at High Red Bird, where I am tirelessly working to find new ways to make the keeping of exotic animals and pets more exciting, more affordable, and ultimately more enjoyable. Now, today's video is part of the Developing Enrichment series, where I showcase a variety of different animals getting enrichment offerings and then building the complexity of those enrichment offerings. In today's video, I have two male dromedary camels that are going to be getting a puzzle feeder, but we're going to build the level of difficulty of that puzzle feeder. The reason this is so important for so many animals, puzzle feeders are a great way to encourage foraging. They get your animal moving, looking for their food, they stimulate them mentally, and you can often get your animal a little more interested in a particular food item that they might not otherwise be interested in. If they have to work for it, there's definitely a feeling of wanting to get those food items and eat those food items versus if they're just presented in a bowl or on a tray, they may not be that interesting. The problem is that there are only a certain number of puzzle feeders that any animal caretaker is going to have at any given time, and a lot of times your animals can learn how those puzzle feeders work. So what you want to be able to do is build the difficulty level of those puzzle feeders. That way you can get the most bang for your buck. Even if your animal has already learned how those items work, you're going to be able to use them again and again by building that complexity level. Now today I am going to be doing this for these two dromedary camels, but I would love to hear from you guys. If there's a particular animal you would like to see me working with, leave a comment down in the comment section below, and I will definitely see about working on that. But without further ado, let's jump into building the complexity of a puzzle feeder for two dromedary camels. All right, guys, so just like before, I'm going to be using the exact same puzzle feeder. I'm also going to be loading it with air-popped popcorn because for my camels, that is one of their favorite treats. Now, these camels are very, very used to this puzzle feeder. They have no problem rolling it around, and they can empty it out in a matter of minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer some of that popcorn with some hay. I want it to be pretty loose. I want the popcorn to be able to move around the hay, but it is going to add a little bit of complexity. If you're doing this with any other type of animal, any other type of puzzle feeder, you just want to make sure the filler that you're using is something safe that they can interact with. The hay is going to be a great option for my camels. And as you guys can see, it's very, very loosely packed in there and probably between a third to a halfway full bucket of hay and popcorn. But when I give this to my camels, they waste absolutely no time rolling it around. Foraging feeders are one of my favorite items to give my animals because it encourages not only that mental stimulation, but increased physical activity for them as well. And one of my favorite things about this particular interaction is that it showcases the size of the food item needed to get an animal interested in a foraging toy. These camels are pushing this bucket around. They're very, very interested in it. And they are getting 1 to 2 small pieces of air-popped popcorn at a time. That larger white camel is about 1,400 pounds. So definitely a bit of a size discrepancy, but something I would encourage you guys to try on your own. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the High Red Bird YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.
I do need to say a special thank you to my patrons on Patreon. By signing up to support this channel, they help me make more tutorials and videos showcasing animal care possible. If you'd like to find out more about subscribing to my Patreon, you can find the link in the description section down below. Thanks so much.